Welcome back to another Marvelous Monday. Miss Johnson and Miss Hopson here. And this week we're going to be learning about classification of living things. And we've talked about the characteristics of living things last week when we talked about cells and how you need to have a nucleus for a plant and an animal cell, and how a prokaryote does not have a nucleus. But all of that DNA determines how things move, breathe, live, feed, all of those things. So now that we've learned about those characteristics, now we need to learn how to classify those things. Now, if you can see behind me, there's a lot of things that we classify, right? You classify your drawers and how we organize things. Like some of you, I know because I have a 13-year-old and a 21-year-old, and when your parents tell you to go put away your clothes, you probably just throw everything and shove everything into a drawer.
But not me.
Not me either. I'm a little bit OCD. Like in my closet, I have sleeveless shirts, short sleeve shirt, 3/4 length shirts, long sleeves, and then sweaters and sweatshirts.
In my closet, I have black, and more black because that's Miss Johnson's favorite color.
And cheetah. She left out cheetah.
Print, yeah.
We also classify or organize our socks. Like a lot of us, me included, I like to wear 2 different color socks sometimes just because it's easier that way.
And I'm OCD. I want the same color socks with the exact same wording on them and everything.
Now, I will tell you this. Sometimes, I don't mind my socks not matching, but usually you can't see my socks. Now, I wouldn't wear like a no-show and a soccer sock. That would look pretty stupid, right? So we do organize our things.
You might start a new trend. I'm just saying, because you are cool.
I'm a trendsetter, right?
She's a trendsetter.
Okay. Also, it talks about the dictionary up there. Try to move so you can see. All right. We know that this is organized in
alphabetical order.
ABC order, right? And then what about your kitchen cabinets and your drawers and stuff like that? Now, do you keep your Tupperware with your knives and your forks and spoons and your rice cooker? Probably not. I know that I can go to a specific drawer in my kitchen and find my silverware, and then go to a different drawer and find, well, we have a junk drawer.
I was going to say, I have a junk drawer. I bet a lot of my drawers are just junk drawers. Just saying.
Maybe during this pandemic, I can go and clean out my junk drawers. That would be a good project.
That would be good. Or maybe Miss Hopson could come straighten me out, because I'm a hot mess, and we all know that.
She's not a hot mess, but we do need to clean out her closets.
Yes.
Anyway, so we thought that we would show you a good way to organize by doing this little activity down here. And then maybe there's something that you can do at your house to help your parents organize or classify. Okay? Now, you can always thank Aristotle for this. He classified organisms more than 2,000 years ago, and you'll learn that in your PowerPoint. So what we're going to do now is we're going to classify these things right here. So
I'm going to name it the school supply bucket, okay? That's our general area that we're going to classify. But you're going to see we're going to break it down more specific, and even more specific. This is what we're going to do in this whole week's worth of lessons, where we classify living things. It's going to be really interesting.
Now, a long time ago, back in physical and chemical change, before we learned about the periodic table of elements, we learned about physical properties, right? And we know that we can look at a box, right? We can say the physical properties are yellow. It's a rectangle. It has letters on it. It's food. Has a red triangle in it. These are the type of things that you're going to use to compare and separate.
But it's different than this box.
So we could say this is yellow, so it's going to go in this pile, and this is blue, and it's going to go in a separate pile.
But they're both food boxes.
Right.
So they can both go in the pantry.
They're both boxes, and they're both food, and they're both snacks, so that we can maybe put them in the same pile. So what we're going to do today is kind of work on doing stuff like that.
Okay, so we're doing school supplies. So I'm going to get something, and I'm going to hand it to Ms. Hopson, and she's going to tell me, maybe is there a difference between these two?
Okay, well, yes. And if you've ever been in my classroom, you've probably seen these, but they've been full of school supplies. That way I don't have to give you a conduct mark when you don't have all your materials. So today I emptied those. Using the supply bucket, we're going to classify them. Okay, so we have Let's see if I can put you down a little bit.
I think
All right.
this could be in this, we'll call this
Scissors.
scissors.
Okay.
We'll call this glue.
Glue.
Look, what would you call these?
Writing utensils.
Okay. So
Okay.
writing utensils. Oh, what would you call these?
Pencil sharpeners.
Okay.
What about erasers? Are there any erasers?
Oh, there
in
are erasers. All different kinds of erasers.
Let's give a shout out here to Addison Schaefer
Okay.
for my cool sushi eraser.
Oh, that is pretty cool. We got pencil top erasers. Oh, these are pencil sharpeners.
But they're different than these because these are closed and those are open.
Look, and I have pencils, and I have, crayons, and pens, and matte pencils, and
got those in
Crayolas,
there?
and markers, but they're all writing utensils, right?
Correct. So we can put them all in that same pile.
Oh, I have glue sticks. Where would you put glue sticks, Ms.
With the
Hopson?
glue.
Okay,
Right here.
so let's see if we can fit all that in.
All right.
But they're different kinds of glue. Does that
That's
matter?
okay. But they're still glue. So we're going to
Oh,
go
look,
ahead and
we've
classify
got
that way.
big and short scissors.
Kinder Care scissors.
What is this?
Writing utensil.
Oh, okay. What is this? Writing utensil. Writing. Oh, but wait, dry erase marker. What would you call that?
Still writing.
Okay, writing utensil. Okay. Oh, and I've got erasers. Look, but they're different. Do they still go in the erasers?
They'll go with their erasers.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's move this. Now, our writing utensils, our glue, our scissors. All right. Now, usually we can probably, let's scoot these back so they can see them. All right. Now, it would probably be very easy to classify and organize these, right? You could classify them by brand. Okay. Now, this is just a good big pink eraser, pencil top erasers, and a decorative eraser.
Wait, they can't see.
Sorry. Okay. Or we could separate them from just a plain pink eraser. These are obviously the same brand, and they all talk about how incredible, bravo, great job, excellent, right?
We could even do by color. Pink
Yes,
and
pink.
and
White and white. All right.
We could take this one apart
Yes.
and do white and white.
We could also sit next. You can tell that this one's been used. It's a little dirty. And this could be clean, right?
I don't want to lose Addison's wonderful.
Sushi roll.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can see how those are separated, correct? All right.
Now we're going to put them all back in. And I promise this is going to mean something when we get to classifying animals.
All right. Let's look at, okay, closed case. Closed case.
And these are the ones we use for experiments and stuff. And easy to sharpen matte pencils.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this one's going to be fun. Scissors.
Oh,
Okay.
you got red and red.
We're going to pause for a minute. I want you to think. Go ahead and talk to us. Tell us how you would classify and organize these scissors. So Miss Hopson said, what about small, Miss Hopson? Small versus large.
Like it.
Or red, green,
Dark. Yeah.
dark.
Okay. Ooh. Now, you could do this. Pointy.
Oh, very good
And
and dull.
safety,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Oh, you could do kids versus adults.
Excellent.
Now let's do glue. This one's going to be easy. We've got glue bottles versus glue sticks, and she can even add a big glue stick. So you could have small. You could have big.
You could do Elmer's.
Ooh, Elmer's, and knockoff brand.
Yeah.
You could do.
You could even separate these two because, well, you can't tell that's Elmer's, but it is right here.
You could
can-
do white, orange and blue.
See, there's all kinds of ways to classify things.
Okay. And this last one's going to be the most fun of all. Whoa, are you ready for this, Miss Hopson? What's the first thing you see that's different? I know.
Fat and skinny?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I like fat.
Fat on this side, skinny on that side.
Don't do that. That's not funny. Okay. You be nice to my
Okay.
friend. Okay, so let's do it even more specific.
Okay.
What about writing utensils like pens and pencils?
Okay.
I know you can write with the others, but I mean specifically. Okay, so there's pens and
Yeah.
pencils.
And we could even break these down to Crayola. You could do off-brand. dry erase, highlighters,
Look what I did. I did crayons
Cracking
versus map pencils.
awesome.
And you could do the same thing here. Here's Prang. Here's Crayola. Here's Crayola. Here's Crayola. 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 Do we have any other
This is
off-brand?
crazy art.
Okay. Crayola. So you could even do them, you know, generic versus
Brand
Crayola,
name.
brand
Yeah.
name.
You could even do it by color.
Ooh. Or you could do it by wooden.
And plastic.
Yeah, and wax.
Love it.
Okay, so do you get the general idea of what we're trying to do here?